Khan Academy Multiply Fractions, and we are working on the subtopic Multiply Mixed Numbers. So multiply 3 times 2 2/5. So for this one, there's definitely a few different ways you can do it. One way that I like to do it is by thinking about taking 2 2/5 and making it into an improper fraction. So to do that, okay, I would be left with 3 times, and then an improper fraction, 5 times 2 is 10, 11, 12. So that makes 3 times 12 fifths. And then we can go back to remembering how we multiply these. So 3 times 12 fifths, so that would be 12 fifths, 12 fifths, 12 fifths. So that's actually 36 fifths. Okay, and then the tricky part of that is then now I need to go back and I need to simplify my answer. So 5 fits into 36 7 times. 5 times 7 is 35, so that leaves one more left over. So 7 1/5 is my final answer. So letter B here. Now a lot of students like to do 3 times 2, which is 6, and then 3 times of 2/5. And you can do that as well. It's just definitely a preference for which one you prefer. So 2 3/4 times 4/5. Okay, so again, I'm going to take my 2 3/4 and I'm going to change it into an improper fraction. So 4 times 2 is 8, and then add my 3, so that's 11/4 times 4/5. And in this case, okay, we're going to do the same thing that we've been doing, is just multiply straight across. So 11 times 4 is 44. And then 4 times 5 is 20. Now when we look down below, that answer's not there because we still need to simplify. So 20 is going to fit into 44 2 times, because 20 times 2 is 40. And then we're going to have 4 20ths left over. Okay, and then again, that answer is still not there because I can simplify that fraction again. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 20 divided by 4 is 5. So 2 1/5 is my final answer. So definitely a lot that goes into these problems, switching it to an improper fraction and then switching it back into a mixed number and then simplifying. So this topic is really pulling in a lot of the other topics that we've already been working on. 1 2/9 times 1 4/5. Okay, again, I'm going to go straight back to what I was doing. I'm going to make both of these improper fractions now. So 9 times 1 is 9. And then add 2 more, so that's going to be 11/9 times 1 4/5. So 5 times 1 is 5, plus we're going to add the 4 more, so that's 9/5. And then when I multiply those together, 11 times 9 is 99. And 9 times 5 is 45. And then to simplify, 45 fits into 99 2 times, because 45 times 2 is 90. And that's going to leave me 9 left over out of 45. Okay, and then that answer is not there. Now notice they did kind of try to trick me. They put a 2 and an 8/45. So they definitely were trying to trick me there a little bit. But let's keep seeing if we can simplify this down even farther. So 2. And then 9 divided by 9 is 1, and 45 divided by 9 is 5. So 2 1/5. Now I'm willing to guess that they put this in here thinking that 5th graders might think they did a math mistake and choose this answer. So don't give up on yourselves. If you had 9 9/45, just keep simplifying and we would have gotten down to the A answer. 3 3/7 times 2. Okay, again, I'm going to make that into an improper fraction. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 3 more, so 24 over 7 times 2. Okay, so again, that's 24 times 2, so that would be 48 sevenths, but I still need to simplify. So 7 fits into 48 6 times. And I'm actually going to write it here because I'm kind of running out of room. Okay, because 7 times 6 is 42, and then that would leave 6 sevenths left over. And I can't simplify that any further down. I like to talk about that 6 and 7 are kind of next door neighbors, and when you get next door neighbors in a fraction, you know that you can't, that's as low as it's going to go. So 6 and then space 6 sevenths is my final answer.